Imagine a world where the land we now call America was unnamed, uncharted, and unknown to most of Europe. It wasn't called the United States. It wasn't called the New World. And surprisingly, when the name America first appeared on a map in 1507, it didn't refer to the vast land we now recognize as the US. It was actually referring to South America. But why? Who named it? And how did this name come to represent an entire continent? Join us as we unravel the fascinating and unexpected history behind the name America and how it became one of the most recognized names in the world. Before we dive into how America got its name, let's take a quick trip back to an era of daring exploration, the late 15th century. For centuries, Europeans believed the world was much smaller than it actually was. Their maps were incomplete, and vast lands remained undiscovered. But everything changed in 1492, when an ambitious explorer named Christopher Columbus set sail under the Spanish flag, believing he could reach Asia by traveling west. Instead, Columbus stumbled upon an entirely new landmass, the islands of the Caribbean. He mistakenly thought he had reached parts of Asia, referring to the indigenous people he met as Indians. However, Columbus never set foot on the mainland of North or South America. So if Columbus didn't discover America, then who did? Enter Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian explorer whose name would ultimately shape history. Between 1499 and 1502, Vespucci embarked on several voyages along the eastern coast of South America. Unlike Columbus, Vespucci realized that these lands were not part of Asia, but an entirely separate continent. A groundbreaking revelation at the time. In 1503, Vespucci wrote letters detailing his travels, describing the land as a new world. These letters spread throughout Europe, capturing the imagination of scholars and cartographers. One of those cartographers was a German named Martin Waldseemüller. In 1507, Waldseemüller and his colleagues at the Gymnasium Vosges in France published a groundbreaking world map. This was the first map to label the newly discovered lands as America, in honor of Amerigo Vespucci. At that time, America specifically referred to what is now South America, since North America was still largely unknown to Europeans. Waldseemüller justified his choice by stating, "I do not see why anyone should object to calling this part America after Amerigo, its discoverer." This was a major turning point in history. For the first time, the name America appeared in print, and it would soon define an entire continent. At first, Waldseemüller's use of America was limited to South America. But as more discoveries were made, cartographers began applying the name to both North and South America. However, an interesting twist happened. In later editions of his map, Waldseemüller stopped using the name America altogether. Some historians believe this was due to pressure from Spanish authorities who wanted to credit Columbus instead. But by then, it was too late. The name America had already spread across maps and academic writings. The name stuck. For over 200 years, the name America referred to the entire New World, encompassing both continents. But in the late 18th century, history took another turn. The 13 British colonies in North America declared independence from Britain in 1776, forming a new nation. When they needed a name, they chose the United States of America, making America a national identity. Over time, America became synonymous with the United States, even though it originally referred to South America. Today, the name America carries an immense legacy. It represents not just a country but an entire history of discovery, struggle, and transformation. But the next time someone asks where the name America comes from, you now know the real story. It all started in 1507 when a German cartographer honored an Italian explorer for recognizing that the world was bigger than anyone had imagined. And that is how America got its name. What do you think? Should America have been named after Columbus instead? Or does Amerigo Vespucci deserve the credit? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love uncovering hidden history, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the past. Until next time, keep exploring.